a place they call the American Airlines Arena in downtown Miami, Florida, right on the water, the home of the Heat, where we're broadcasting live today. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. The Milwaukee Bucks coming to this one following a loss to the Celtics in Boston. They get it again. Here's Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Boy, I like the activity of Drummond on the glass. I mean, he's so big and active. Excellent timing and hands, always pounding and grinding for offensive rebounds.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Back to Harrell. Stolen by Tucker.
And that's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last two possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
Here's Batum. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Drummond. He gets that one. And Clark, two deep rosters in this one. Talk about the value of having a lot of guys on that bench, having those talented reserves.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. One, allows you to stay fresh, to keep guys fresh. And you also get a chance, I think, to wear out the opponent with the fresh bodies that you're able to have when you've got talented reserves at your disposal.
Here's Oladipo. Tristan Thompson picking up that last bucket. That one drops for him. Oladipo's got his second basket of the night.
Now that's remarkable work inside from Oladipo. Not afraid to go up against the big guys down low.
And a long windup and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up.
I certainly hope not.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Down low. Trying to get open is Thompson. And there's another one for the Heat.
Yeah, and Conley just makes the game fun. Able to shoot, but focused on also facilitating for teammates.
Took him no time at all on that one. Tucker's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. They double-team Conley. Pass to Harrell. And here's Harris from the arc. It's Drummond with the rebound. Bucks leading by 7. Oladipo left side. Now here's Tucker. Defended by Middleton. Shot clock at 6. And Drummond throws it down.
Let the big dog eat. Love seeing Drummond throw it down like that. Beautiful.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Bucks.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Pass to Tucker. And that one's good. Drummond. Drummond's got 10 points in the game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And Chris Middleton, 39th overall pick back in 2012, a throw-in the Brandon Knight, Brandon Jennings trade. Yet, Clark, you know, you look back and he was the best player by far in that deal.
Kevin, a player's individual journey of development is hard to predict. He's now one of the best two-way wings in the league, and I think he surprised a lot of people, but it's a credit to his work ethic and his skill level.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They lead by 7. Pass to Tucker. And here is Drummond. Rebound by Ennis.
That's smothering defense. Chicken and gravy defense, not giving him an inch there. That's how you guard the inside. Yes, sir.
Here's LeVert. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. LeVert's got his first bucket in this one.
You don't want to leave guys free when Thomas has the ball. He's really good at finding the open man. Solid possession there.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
And he gets it back. They grab their own miss. Oladipo. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Really came close to the pilfer, but they'll take that effort. Mucking things up is sometimes just as good as a steal.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Back to Thomas. And again, it's the Heat missing. And here's the fast break. Oladipo leading the way. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
And both free throws good for Green.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And he comes up with the deuce. Jones has got his first 2 points of the night.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. So tighten it up, fellas.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
And Ennis slams it in.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered us, some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Andre Drummond has been on display for the Milwaukee Bucks. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Just jumped all over him, Greg. I mean, pounced on him, using their length and quickness to come away with those steals.
Here's Thomas. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Thomas got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Heat. And Isaiah Thomas will always line up at point guard, Clark, but it's a far cry to call him a traditional point guard.
Yeah, I would say that would be the case, Kevin. I agree with you. I mean, he is more score-centric than pass-centric. And that's fine. In this day and age, a lot of point guards are that way. He's an excellent passer, but when he has the ball, he's first looking to score. He passes off his scoring ability. That's not always the easiest approach to integrate into an offense, but I'd rather have him than not in most cases.
Pass to Bogut. And the layup is good. And the Bucks lead by 9.
And really aggressive inside. Bogut making a strong move.
Here's Thomas. And a little off that time, but it drops. Thomas got 7 points for the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Timeout called, the Bucks. Clark, you had a tremendous college career, excluding yourself. Give me the best NBA player from your alma mater.
Wow. I would probably lean towards Jerry Lucas as the best player coming out of Ohio State. And then you look at his pro career, it was pretty solid as well. I thought Herb Williams had a fantastic and long pro career. John Havlicek maybe would rise to the level of the best NBA player of the group that came out of Ohio State. Jim Jackson is another name. Evan Turner still playing. But I think John Havlicek probably in longevity, championship, Hall of Fame stature. I think he may be the best NBA Buckeye.
I'm going to put Clark Kellogg in there, too.
Oh, I didn't play long enough. Didn't play long enough.
Here's Oladipo. 10 points for him.
Who's watching here?
Left side, Batum. And Drummond throws it down.
And when you leave a man open, Batum finds it. Great feel for the game.
The Heat trailed by 9. Here's Lynn. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. And the Bucks with possession. That ball. Nice feed that time from Turner.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Batum attacking. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Batum in control, a little point forward in his game.
A nice shot by Lynn. Lynn's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Pass to Drummond. And Jones sends it back. They recover it. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, I don't know if any big man has the combination of strength, speed, and hops that Drummond has, not to mention his length, an unreal physical specimen.
The Heat trailed by 8. Now Lynn to the middle. And Harrell shoots it in.
And the awareness from Lynn, outstanding. A true point guard who really sees the floor well.
To the paint. Here's Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's Oladipo. And finished off by Oladipo.
Man, entertaining to watch the way Oladipo finishes around the basket. I mean, he's close to the bucket. He's dropping the hammer.
Here's Harrell. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Boy, that's a devastating miss there. You got to convert on these easy layups deep inside.
Yep, that one goes in there. And now a 12-point Bucks lead.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Now here's Lynn. It's stolen by Oladipo. Inside. Here's Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Outstanding anticipation that time from Oladipo, seeing the floor extremely well and then zipping the pass over to the open man.
Here's Middleton. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Harrell. Stolen by Tucker. Pushing it up.
Boom! That's how you attack. Wow.
Oh, man. my. Tucker forces the turnover, then immediately gets the ball up court. That's just an experienced, smart play. 1:19 left now here in the second. They double him with Drummond.
Pass to Harrell. To the inside. Thompson. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Thompson's got his second basket.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Milwaukee. Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Milwaukee leading by 16. Pass to Bogut. Harris trying to get free. Bogut, that's good.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
If you can't stop it, here it comes. I'm right at you.
The Heat shooting their first free throws of this one.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Here's Van Vliet. Shoots it up. No good from Bogut.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backboard.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Harris. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Bogut. The Bucks shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. That free throw, no good.
An NBA all-rookie first team, and then much later, an NBA champion. Bogut's had every other kind of season in between.
Pass to Thompson. The shot off that time.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
I thought the pass looked good and just came up a skosh short, but...
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Bucks lead by 19. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And here is Conley. Pass to Middleton. Rebounded by Bogut. Bucks leading by 19.
And, you know, the Bucks in recent seasons have employed an aggressive trapping style defensively. Diminishing returns, though, as the league has figured it out. Now they've gone back to the drawing board.
Here's Harris. Now here is Harris. Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Harris. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Chris Middleton. And with the Bucks' length and athleticism, the pressure style of D made sense.
Yeah, you know, but when it broke down, Kevin, they gave up open threes. In today's game, that's almost as bad as a layup.
Conley up top. Second chance shot. Harrell. Up and in on the layup. Harrell's got 6 points.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
And he recovers it. Tries again. No good from Bogut.
Got to find a way to energize themselves, get going. 0 for 3. They're looking for their rhythm right now.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
And Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in that 2017 draft out of Kansas, a hyper-athletic 6'8", and he's got the handles, I think, to become a terrific slasher in the league.
And Jackson plays with a great motor. He's got some grit in his game.
I mean, he's a competitor. I mean, plays with that chip on both shoulders. But give me a guy who cares. As a coach, better to have guys you need to rein in rather than those you have to kind of force to be aggressive.
And the shot goes in.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Into the lineup for the Bucks, Andre Drummond.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And it's Thompson with the jam.
He's known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
To the inside. And Drummond throws it down.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special, and they pulled it off just right.
And they're just playing fast and loose. Sometimes that'll burn you.
You know, can't afford these kinds of mistakes right now, Greg. It's as simple as that. They're making it hard on themselves.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. In an effort to protect the players, games are called a little tighter sometimes. And that said, Clark, which guys still bring the physicality that draw the eyes and the attention of the officials?
Well, some of these guys bring attention to themselves by virtue of their reputations, but in terms of physical presence, Steven Adams, to me, is just a behemoth of a guy.
He's grit. He's just all grit, isn't he?
Yeah, he really is. I mean, he just oozes that with his size and the way he goes about his work.
He does. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, every coach talks about playing team basketball, Clark. When it comes to the fans, they really come out to see the stars. What do you think is the psychology behind that?
Well, I think fans enjoy elite players and great talent across any sport. But they also recognize that team play is critical to winning. So I think it's a combination. Fans, I think we've got to give them a little more credit. Sure, they want to see the stars play, but they want to win, and they know to win, teams have to be about team basketball, not just highlighting and enjoying the stars.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And for Victor Oladipo, for so many teams, he was the second option in offense. But now, Clark, he's shown he is a full-fledged #1 option.
And you know the thing about that, Kevin, that's really heartening is his teammates love him being in that spot. And that speaks to Oladipo's unselfishness and character. I mean, Russell Westbrook and Aaron Gordon both had great things to say about Oladipo's success leading the team. And again, just a credit to who he is as a young man.
Here's Green, and no good that time. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for Miami. Misses the three. Bucks leading by 20. Oladipo. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, it is the era of positionless basketball, but how exactly did we get here? Well, new defensive rules at the turn of the century encouraged face-up scoring, motion-based offense, and guard play over isolation and post-ups. As a result, offensive roles have become more interchangeable.
It has become a positionless game now. David, thank you very much. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And it's been a tough past season and a half for Isaiah Thomas. Traded from Boston to Cleveland and then once again traded to the Lakers. Rare to see a guy get traded twice in a season following an MVP caliber performance like he had back in 2017.
Jackson down low. Wagner, good. Wagner's got his first basket of the night.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Yeah, and you can tell they feel like they can get inside whenever they want to. I mean, it's been carte blanche, full menu for them, and the defense really not offering any resistance.
And it takes a certain team for Thomas to fit in with well. Wasn't the case, though, with the Cavs.
Yeah, Thomas is a point guard, not a pass guard. He's a guy that's going to look to score more than anything else. And it didn't quite work with the Cavs, but you put him in an up-tempo offense, that young man can flourish. Still young enough and is with a team more suited, I think, for his skills now. I bet he has a big bounce-back year. His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
To the paint. Here's Jones. Over Wagner. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Bucks.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in transition.
Here's Harris. He doesn't hit that one. And the Heat going the other way now.
And for Lynn, missing the season last year, he's just glad to be back. His playmaking and creativity is something that this team needs. As long as he's healthy and playing aggressively, he'll be an effective guard option.
And, you know, the former undrafted point guard just continues to impress. Lynn is an exciting, unpredictable player on the court, but he brings value, too.
Mills looking it over. Shot clock at 5. Bogut. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Bogut's got his third bucket of the night. Here's Lynn. Plays it up and banks it in.
Boy, I really like how Lynn positions himself. He's really good at getting to the hoop.
Pass to Wagner. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. The 15-footer. That one doesn't drop.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We come back right after this. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Pass to Oladipo. Now here's Drummond. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. And that's now 33 points for Drummond.
He doesn't do some of the damage that other big men do on the perimeter, but inside, Drummond's got just as much game as anybody.
Oladipo misses.
That's what they want. A good look from the mid-range game. Hey, but unfortunately, they came up empty.
Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Thomas. Bank shot. No good.
Not surprising he missed that one, though, Kevin. I mean, the defense was very aggressive on him there.
Oladipo for 3. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. On the wing, Turner. Shoots over Batum. And the wing jumper offline. 2 points. That one goes.
Far from just a perimeter shooter, I like seeing Batum go to work in the painted area.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That'll be his second foul of the game. Mark, these days, less emphasis on divisional rivalries, more emphasis, it seems, on conference rivalries. You reading that the same way?
Yeah, I am, and I think part of it is because winning your division doesn't necessarily affect your playoff seeding the way it used to. And I think if we get rid of conferences, the rivalries could shift again. So I've already laid out my position on conferences. Let's stay East and West.
To the middle. It's stolen by Jones. Here's the break. There's Thomas with the three.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
Down low. The second chance effort. Wide open. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them. Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And, you know, Nick Batum's length provides a huge bonus to his team. He's able to play and guard multiple positions.
Here's Harrell. And the basket is good.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's Harris. Trying to get open is Brooks. And slam dunk by Harris.
Gary Harris says, I got more than just a three-point shot, folks. Excellent at getting into the lane by penetration.
Back to Harrell. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
Simply missed a connection there. I mean, I like the unselfishness. Admirable, but just not the result.
Bucks leading by 23. Inside. Out to the right wing. Here's Drummond. It's hauled in by Harris. And here are the Heat now. Stolen by Tucker. And Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
To the paint. Batum with the steal. Fires the three. Rebound by Harrell. Conley with it. To the inside. And Harrell shoots it in.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, and you know what's going to happen, there are going to be points put on the board.
And it's Drummond with the jam.
Terrific timing on that pass, placing it in a great spot, ideal spot where his teammate could score.
Pass to Harrell. Inside. Here's Thompson. Stolen by Tucker. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. Really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Bucks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And in what should be an exciting 4-game season series between these two teams, they have to feel great about taking this first one against the Heat.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Drummond.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
And both free throws good for Drummond. Conley scanning the floor. Here's Oladipo.
Whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
Victor Oladipo grabs the miss. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
As long as required, Greg. I mean, you can tell they want to put this thing to bed. You know, I think he's been a steady, reliable option so far, but it's not enough. They need him to take charge, be more assertive on the offensive end.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so it's Milwaukee with it. Outside, Green. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it,